That conversation I'm never going to share.
That Meghan Markle complained about not getting rewarded for her royal trip is only one of several allegations directed towards her. A woman who appears lovely on the outside but seems to maybe lack true noble qualities. The Duchess of Sussex immediately learned that she didn't like the obligations that came with the title. But how did the Crown react to a comment like that, and why does everybody seem happy that Meghan left? The announcement by Markle and Harry that they would be stepping down from their respective royal responsibilities in 2020 generated headlines worldwide. After the last season of Suits aired, they left and moved to California in March of 2020. According to a new bombshell book, the Duchess of Sussex complained, "I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this," on her first official royal tour in the fall of 2018, just months after marrying Prince Harry. And also, Meghan and Harry's disagreements worsened pretty quickly as they got ready for their first official royal tour as the Duchess and Duke of Sussex. They were going to Australia, Fiji, Tonga, and New Zealand. Huge crowds showed up to see the pair at each of their 76 planned engagements in the 7 countries they visited, making the tour a huge success. In his book Courtiers, The Hidden Power Behind the Crown, Valentine Lowe says that the Duchess of Sussex is popular with the Australian people. Markle was met with mostly positive reviews from Australians, with a refreshingly relaxed approach to royal visits. As Lowe describes it, the royals were quite pleased. It was also shown when she gave some banana bread she'd baked to a farming family. He goes on to say that many of the people on the tour looked up to Meghan because of her professional success and positive attitude. When she and her husband went to a school to check on the progress of a program to help Aboriginal kids do better in school, she was praised as a great role model. But as the author puts it, it was a different narrative. For 16 days in 2018, Markle failed to appreciate what all those walkabouts signified. Valentine Lowe, who writes a lot about the royal family for The Times, says in his book that Harry and Meghan, who got married in May of 2018, enjoyed the attention, but that Meghan doesn't get the point of royal walkabouts. She wondered why she had to go on so many walks and shake so many hands. She was shocked that she wasn't getting paid for her work based on interviews with staff members who would not be named. According to the book, one of the tour participants said that Meghan was struggling hard to bring in her people, instead of turning to the regular Buckingham Palace personnel. Lowe gathered comments from staff employees who had first-hand contact with Markle's behavior in order to write about the matter. Meghan didn't realize the aim of all those walkabouts and shaking hands with so many people, Lowe says, even if Meghan appreciated the attention. Lowe says that Markle's attitude towards staff, especially the Duke and Duchess's public relations and communications teams, got worse as the tour went on. That fake smile can go away pretty quickly. The book says also that the couple's media manager, Jason Nauf, emailed a source in October 2018 and said that the Duchess had bullied 2 personal workers by kicking them out of the house. He also told Markle that the way she was treating an employee who was delivering a perfect work ethic was unacceptable. Nauf resigned before the year ended, and others would soon follow. These people resigned from a dream job to go do something else they knew would change their lives forever, while Meghan's still up there with millions in California. Talk about empathy. In June of 2022, during Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, Harry and the Queen had their last known face-to-face encounter. King Charles III and Princess Anne were present at her death, and nobody else. Harry missed the chance to grant his wife's wish due to a fight with Meghan. Prince Harry did not make it to Balmoral for the death of the Queen. Both Prince William and Prince Harry, upon hearing the news of the Queen's illness, flew to Balmoral to be with her and the rest of the royal family on the day she passed away, but Harry boarded a separate flight from his older brother. After learning that medical personnel were following the late Queen at her Scottish Highlands retreat, other royal family members rushed to her aid, including King Charles, Prince William, and Prince Harry. Although it was previously reported that Harry and Meghan would join the Duke on a visit to his ailing grandmother, the Duke has subsequently declared in a statement that they would not be making the trip. While Harry took a private jet to Aberdeen, William, Andrew, Edward, and Sophie Wessex went on an RAF plane. The Sun also claims that he was late for the RAF plane after arguing with King Charles about Henry and Meghan's planned trip. According to the publication, the source claims Harry missed the trip because he was too busy trying to bring Meghan to Balmoral and battling with his family. On the heels of the news of the monarch's death, at around 6:30 p.m., Harry's private jet landed in Aberdeen. His stepmother Camilla, his father, and his brother were all going out to dinner, and he didn't feel like joining them. He had to be driven through the Balmoral gates after waiting for 90 minutes. The second source said Charles made it clear that he would love to have Harry around for dinner anytime he's in town. However, Harry's temper was so bad that he refused to eat with his dad and brother. The insult is tremendous. He also left Balmoral quickly and got on the first commercial flight back to London. After the passing of the Queen, Harry and Meghan visited William and Kate at Windsor Castle to meet with mourners and see floral tributes left for the monarch. Harry went to the vigil at Westminster Hall dressed in his full military uniform. And he and Meghan went to the Queen's funeral on Monday. Now they're back in California with Archie and Lilibet. However, Katie Nicholl, a royal specialist, says that Harry and William have not reconciled. She stated on True Royalty TV's The Royal Beat, "I was wondering if there was anything that may hint that the reunion that everyone was dying for might be happening. That wasn't the case. I was informed by a very competent person. There was no romantic dinner for two on the horizon. When William returned from taking his children to school, he and Harry and Meghan crossed paths at Windsor Home Park." A true and enduring peace deal between these two individuals seems to be far off. Maybe it's all due to Meghan's influence. Because Meghan Markle has such high standards, the royal crew calls itself the Sussex Survivors Club. Another major revelation in the book describes the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's shocking decision to leave the British royal family and start a new life in the US. The book says that tensions rose quickly because Harry didn't seem to want to work with the media, which had been invited to cover the royal trip to the South Pacific. After that incident, Harry learned of the negative reaction his remarks had elicited from his staff, and he concluded, "You shouldn't have compelled me to do it." The relationship between the couple and their own staff has been getting worse, and Harry's outbursts show why. Furthermore, the book claims insiders claim that the team decided to use the term narcissistic sociopath to characterize Meghan. "We were played," they said. Claims that working for the Sussexes was like working for a couple of teenagers is another bombshell in the book. Since the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Harry has made efforts to mend fences with his royal family. And Lowe's book, expected to be released in November, may be delayed for many more months. According to reports, he's freaking out as he frantically attempts to make some last adjustments. Reportedly, the Duke of Sussex's bombshell tell-all memoirs may not look so beautiful in places. The Duke of Sussex had agreed to accept half of the £35 million contract before the publication of the book, but he seems to have changed his mind. A source told The Sun on Sunday that the publishers paid $20 million in advance because they anticipated that whatever was written would hugely impact sales and exposure worldwide. The first draft they received was less than perfect since it was very romantic and focused too much on psychological issues. Maybe there are some things he won't ever say to make it not look so wrong. How many more of Meghan and Harry's whims are still unknown? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this.